Hey, what up everybody, this is Stevie Bridge coming to you. In this video we're talking about WWE TLC 2013. Last year, honestly, I went into that pay-per-view thinking that it was not going to be that good. And honestly, it came out and it really surprised me. And going into this pay-per-view, I think, honestly, in my mind, this is a one-match pay-per-view. The only thing that I care about is John Cena versus Randy Orton. Hey, before I went on Wikipedia, I only knew about 3 matches that were on this card, and little did I know, there's 4 other matches on this show I had no idea about. I had no clue what the kickoff show was. There's a tag title match. There's an Intercontinental title match. There's a Divas title match. I had no clue any of this was going on. I've been watching, and I have no clue. I don't know. I guess I have been disconnected. Speaking of Wikipedia, make sure you go over there and make your donation to keep that thing running well. Only $3 from this fundraiser. Be over in an hour. Whatever. But we'll go on from here. Let's start at the very beginning. Van Dangle versus Dolph Ziggler going in the kickoff show match. 2 guys, honestly, that earlier in this year looked like it was going to be their year in the WWE, and now here they are in December, and both guys can't win a match to save their life. I'll pick Ziggler to win this match. We have in the Divas Championship match, AJ Lee going up against Natalya. I know that they're having the season finale of Total Divas coming up soon. I'm 3 episodes behind. I honestly have not watched on Sundays in the last 3 weeks. I do have them saved on my DVR, and I need to get cracking on those before they get deleted. But in this match, AJ versus Natalya, I'm going to pick Natalya to get the win. I think it would be a great way to kick off Total Divas season number 2. Once they start showing that, if they could have maybe the beginning of it be Natalya winning the Divas Championship and showing that, throughout the year she was sort of shown, like in the first episode of Total Divas, as, just somebody who was trying to finish up their career in the WWE, really wanting to show that they could still do it but not having the chance. But I think that would be a cool storyline to follow up on, that she's still able to go out there and do it. AJ, honestly, in my mind, has really done everything there is to do. They also worked that into the storyline, that she's beat everyone on the roster and there's no one else for her to face. So, what are you really to do with AJ as the women's champion if there's nobody out there for her to face? I know that they have girls down in developmental that a lot of people are really, begging for them to bring up, Paige and Emma and so on, but they're going to bring them up. If they were going to, they already would have done it. So it's not like they're waiting for one of them to come up and do a big debut and beat AJ in it. So, whatever. Give the belt to Natalya. Biggie Langston will beat Damian Sandow. Enough said. And then we have in the tag title match, we have Cody Rhodes and Goldust, who are the champions now, going up against Curtis Axel, and Ryback, the Heyman ex-cronies. We have Big Show and Rey Mysterio, the Real Americans, Jack Swagger and Cesaro. I could see maybe if they're trying to get this tag team over, giving the titles to Big Show and Mysterio, but no way in hell. I think Cody and Goldust are going to keep them. From there we go to 2 different 3-on-1 matches in handicap matches. We have the Shield going up against CM Punk. We have Daniel Bryan going up against the Wyatt family. One of these, they have to win. And I'm honestly really surprised that they're doing these 2 matches like this now. I can see how they're putting the Shield out there in a 3-on-1 match, trying to get that over. Seeing if they are going to use the Shield versus The Undertaker as a WrestleMania match. I know that some people are really looking forward to a match of that quality. But to me, this is sort of killing the 3-on-1 handicap match. But you never know with WWE. It could pop back up again. You would think that, 2 Hell in the Cells, as soon as the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view and WrestleMania are pretty close together, they wouldn't do that, but they did that for WrestleMania a few years ago. If I'm going to pick somebody who's going to win this, I'm going to pick Daniel Bryan to be the guy. He just was named Superstar of the Year. He's the guy that I'm picking to win the Royal Rumble. He's the guy that I'm picking to win the WWE Championship, or whatever the fuck they're going to be calling it come WrestleMania. So you have to keep that guy on fire, and having him losing a match at TLC, to me, honestly, really doesn't make sense. And you sort of have the Shield starting their storyline, in my opinion, a little too early of breaking up. But, them losing the match and them sort of pointing the fingers at each other from here on out. I know this wouldn't be the first match they've lost, but losing a 3-on-1 match pretty much sucks, and you're going to start fighting amongst each other if you guys do that. So I'm going to pick, shit, what did I just say? I just said Daniel Bryan was going to win, and then I gave every reason in the world why the Shield should lose. I don't know, but Daniel Bryan to beat the Wyatt family. I'll take the Shield to beat CM Punk. What do you much are you going to say? It's one guy out there fighting against three. I can see you guys like maybe getting in a few lucky shots along the way, but like let's say you start working one guy over, two guys are coming up to stab you in the back. I mean, it doesn't really have that much fanfare. Then you have everything in the world to talk about John Cena and Randy Orton going out there battling out for the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship. My guess is that they're going to be giving the guy one belt, which would be the WWE Championship. They've only had this belt for a year. They're still trying to get it over. They're still trying to make belt sales. You can really only connect this belt to a few people. Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, John Cena, and The Rock. The Punk hasn't got a chance to hold this belt yet, but I don't really think that anybody can really connect it with anybody. Probably, I guess you can say that Cena's held it the longest of all those guys, but when I look at that belt, it really doesn't be like, oh, that's John Cena's belt. Like, when I look at the Attitude Era belt, I think of Triple H. When I think of the Unified belt, I always think of Brock Lesnar. They go hand in hand together to me, and that's just the way I've always thought about them. But, I don't know, I've gone over this every which way. You can go over the spoilers for the, tribute for the troops that they just shot in Washington last night, and you can look at those spoilers that came out of there one way. I don't really know. I guess I talk about spoilers all the time in my video, but, if here's like your 10-second warning of me backpedaling before I get there, but people are really pointing out the fact that Cena didn't have his championship with him, and this is a big show that they show on NBC. I know that the ratings are really low, but if you're going to have any chance of really getting anybody to be the face of the WWE, they're going to be on this show and they're going to have their title and you're going to call that guy the champion. And Cena goes out there and he doesn't have his belt with him or any other belt, I guess you can say. Maybe you can just have Michael Cole and JBL and Jerry Lawler just call him the champion and just say for some reason he doesn't have his belt because it's a special show and whatever. Orton wasn't on the show and so you didn't see if he was a champion or not, but there was no belts with John Cena. I didn't read the spoilers enough to see if Triple H was there, but I've made a video talking about Triple H just taking both the belts. They're mine! I'm out of here. And I would love to see that, honestly, setting up, them going up against him at the Royal Rumble, and then at Mania, that's like the last hurrah for Triple H, him going out. You could say that the run with Brock Lesnar wasn't as good as it should have been. So, I don't know, but if I had to put money down, I'm going to pick Randy Orton to win this. I think that he'll win back over the Authority, showing that he can win the big one, and he got this one, and he can ride off into the sunset, and they can rejoin together. You do that, more than likely you have to do Cena versus Orton at Royal Rumble again, but if you can find a way for Orton not to defend at the Royal Rumble, or maybe defend against somebody else. I mean, just think about the names that would be in the Rumble of CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, John Cena, and you can name some other guys. But to me, honestly, of those three, those are the only three guys that could go for the championship at WrestleMania, especially if there's only one belt. So, I mean, that's going to be my big hype, for the Royal Rumble, is hoping that all three of those guys are in there, knowing that, a majority of the WWE Universe out there is a fan of those three guys and want those three guys to have the title. So, I mean, I don't think it would kill the WWE not to have a WWE champion at the Royal Rumble, or a championship match, I guess you could say. But I think it'd be bad for business if they didn't. But, I mean, if there's any way in the world you can, throw a match away and give fucking Big Show a title shot or some shit like that, I mean, it would make the world of wonders, especially, like, some people saying that, like, Hogan's going to show up, and, of course, you'll always have guys in there, like, Ryback's not as big a name as he was last year, but, they got to try to make that guy look strong. People have been saying Roman Reigns has got to look strong, so I'm going to pick Orton to win this, hoping that, Cena doesn't get a rematch at the Rumble, but knowing that he will, so, whatever. I don't have the highest hypes for this pay-per-view, but I think it could definitely, that one match, be worth your money to make sure that you went out of your way to see this. So, everybody have fun. You can't see me. Peace out.